If you're wondering how much a yoga teacher can make, it really depends on where you are in the world. So a yoga teacher in Kansas is going to make less money than a yoga teacher in New York or London or Sydney, Australia. It really just depends on those factors. The other factor that really affects how much you can earn is how many yoga teachers are around. And so I always encourage yoga teachers, if money is important to you right now, if you're trying to buy a home or start a family or just raise your economic level, which is totally fine, even if you're a yoga teacher, it's important to go to a place where you're in high demand. I started my yoga career in Southeast Asia before there were hardly any yoga teachers there. What that meant is my salary back in 2005 was higher than it is today in Bangkok and Hong Kong and Singapore because there were no yoga teachers. So if you're looking to raise your income, you can go to a place where there aren't many yoga teachers. That might be developing markets. That might mean lesser served cities or even towns, resorts or health spas, or maybe markets that are underserved. For example, right now in schools, healthcare facilities, prisons, there's a lot of opportunities where there's not many teachers, which means you can earn more. It's a big roundabout answer. You're saying, hey, Lucas, just give me a dollar amount. Well, in New York City, probably your average teacher is making somewhere between $40 and $65 per class. A yoga teacher who's making above $75 per class would be in a high tier. And a teacher making over $100 per class is in a very, very high tier. And that doesn't really matter if you're in New York or London or Bangkok, wherever you are. In some cities, wages are lower. So there are plenty of cities where a yoga teacher might make between $20 and $40 per class as an entry level. But usually, as a general rule, the wages follow the cost of living. But again, if you're looking to find the greatest income opportunity, two things. Look for geographies where there aren't many yoga teachers, so developing markets where yoga is not that established. Or, probably more realistic for those of you who don't want to relocate or change country, is just try to find a market where yoga teachers haven't gone yet. So for example, education, public sector jobs, fitness centers, places where yoga teachers aren't, and very often you'll earn 20, 30, even 2x as much as you would in a normal place. Hope that's helpful, and we'll talk to you soon.